Boys and Girls Hairstyles. Today I have Brenna with me. This is my cousin, and we thought it would be super fun, and she is daring and a doll. She is so much fun. She is putting her hair and head literally in my hands for me to do what I want with the color and the cut. She has no idea what I'm doing. So I wanted to show you her before, which we're gonna have pictures also. So Brenna has been blonde for a long time. So what we are going to do is have her step out so I can tell you what I'm gonna do, because I want her to have no idea. So if you'll just step out, so she's gonna step out of my salon. And anyway, I think it's gonna be a super fun video because she has no idea what we are doing. So I'm gonna cut her hair up kind of shoulder length, not real short, but kind of shoulder length. So she can do just a wave in her hair, which it'll be cute, straight to. I'll show you the cut after a little bit, but I'm gonna bring that up. So I'm going to put warmth in her hair. I'm going to put some red, which is, I'm gonna use some 4R, some 6 kg. For the brown in there that I wanna do, a 5N, but if you just put a brown color over it, you have to feel the color that is missing out of the hair, which is golds, things like that. So I am putting those in to my colors. I'm going to be doing a little bit of the blonde, but I am covering a lot with the 7BG. I am putting some 7N in there. Now I am going to squirt a little bit of V in with these colors too, just so it ends up being a pretty color. It's not going to be dull and blah. It is hard to cover that blonde sometimes. And you can do it, but it's gonna fade and things like that. So I wanna show you when she comes back in, you're going to see this extra little bowl here. That's what I'm going to get the red, brownish, copperish color that I'm going to put in. And then the next one is just the brown color. And then the bleach, I am gonna do just a little bit around her front, but I want to put some brown, the 7N. So this one, the black is the lighter, okay? It's not going to be the blonde, it's going to be a light brown. Anyway, so all those colors together should be really pretty, and I just want to add depth to her hair. So, and especially with her eyes, it's going to pop her eyes. You're going to see the before and after pictures. With her skin tone and her eyes and her eyebrows, it's really gonna pop to have these warm colors in there. So anyway, we're gonna ask her to come back in. Okay, come on in. Okay, sweet. Sweet. I know, are you getting excited?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to come down here and do like a zigzag part here in the back. See how it goes up, down, up, down, up, down? That's just so there's not like a permanent line. Not that you're gonna see it too much underneath. Okay, in fact, I'm gonna just start down here. Okay, so, and you'll see in the description, you know, what colors I've used and what I am doing. And the reason I'm doing this down here is to blend everything that I'm gonna chunk up into here, so. And that's a fun word, right, Brenna? Chunk. She's like, chunk. Okay. And like, chunk in the color, chop in the cut. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna just come through all of the base, which means, you know, just by the head. You're like, yeah. It's perfect, RaDona, perfect.
Oh my.
I know, are you getting excited, scared?
Yeah.
She's like, I have no idea. And it's kind of fun. I mean, she's been sending me some pictures of what she kind of likes, but anyway, she's getting what she's getting.
You get what you get.
That's right, get what you get, don't throw a fit. No, I just think it's so fun that she wanted to have a change. And that she says, you know what, it would be really fun to just do a change that I don't even know. So, and obviously with the cut, I'm not going to chop her hair, but I am going to lighten it and do, you know, some fun things. It will be great. So this is why I did this down here. I want the bottom part of her haircut when she styles it to have some depth, you know, back here. So I want that to be a different color than the rest. I want it to kind of be a base color just underneath. And I can say the letter or the number 5 to you guys for underneath here. And remember, like I was telling you guys, when you cover blonde, you know, you definitely need to add the colors that you have already taken out of the hair pigment, obviously. But after you color it a couple of times, it really will stay great too. And it will no matter what, but you'll see, I mean, with blonde, it's gonna fade a little bit, but the more you do it, the better off you're gonna be, but it's gonna be so much fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do, with adding this other color in, I'm coming about an inch back. Okay, and I'm just gonna take this, and take all this hair and just clip it away. Okay, now for the cut that I'm doing, the end of what I want to do, I don't really want to say this out loud because I
was just gonna say, you've been pretty good at using like code.
I know, I'm like, Kate, how do I explain this without... Okay, so I'm gonna cut this one in half. So I did about an inch, and then I'm just going to... And then you can just come and see what I'm gonna do, okay? So you can see it's just... Okay, so I come to that root here, and if you can see, I'm kind of going on an angle. So I put the color here, then I kind of come back into here and bring it down to here, but leave that front. Okay, so same here. So you can see how I brought that down in. And I'm kind of going on an angle by bringing that color in. Okay, I'm just going to cover that. Just gonna kind of fold that up so it's out of her eyes. Okay, and then this next little section, same thing up here in front. I mean, we're obviously in front, but I'm just doing a little piece here. Set that aside and bring the foil in. It's hard to not say exactly what I'm doing, but maybe if you guys are watching, you can see, you know, obviously what I am doing. Fold that. Okay, so this is the hair that I had out. There's some color there, so I'm just gonna kind of blend it in like this. Just with my comb right there. Okay, now I put the foil here. So you can see, obviously I'm still kind of coming down on an angle. And make sure there's not a line, like make sure that you're brushing into it. If you need to like put a little bit of conditioner even on it to kind of smudge it in a little bit right there, that can always help. Okay, now I'm just moving this. You just don't want that in your eyes. That's what's fun about foil. You can just kind of maneuver it the way you need it. Okay. Take this, put that back. And you can see, not you, Brenna. You're like, nope, nope, not watching. That I'm gonna put this foil here. And it's kind of fun, you guys, because this is like painting a picture. You just take something, you look at it, and you just paint what you think is going to be great. Okay. Foil here. Just gonna fold this up. Now, one thing I do want to show you, well, I'm going to show you that in just a minute. Sorry, Brenna. Okay, move that over. So, obviously, these pieces in the front, this is what I'm doing. You can see how close and little those are. Let me do it one more time so you can see it. So you can see it's obviously on a different side, so you're going to angle and do more color on the bottom on this side. On this side is what I mean, since I'm on this side. Okay. And I apologize if I don't explain things exact. I'm like, sorry about that, you guys. Sorry about that. Here, I'm just gonna move that out of the way. starting the process. Are you getting pumped?
Yes.
So nervous. So I'm making sure that's obviously down to the root there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull that over. Okay, one thing I do want to check is once you put those in, I'm just gonna move that over. You're gonna want to come through here and just kind of touch up if there's any root area that's kind of left lighter. If there's any hair out right there. Just so it blends. You don't want a big line right there. Okay, you can see how I've done that. Okay, sweet. All right, now what we're going to do is take sections, and it's going to be more of a slice, okay? Brenna's like, a slice, okay. Which, a color like this looks super, super, super cool when the style I'm gonna do is you do a wave with it. So I'm leaving this out and I'm grabbing this chunk, okay? Can you see that? Okay, and I'm coming in, and this one's the, okay, hopefully you got that. Okay, and I'm coming to the root. And I am using 10 volume. This is deposit only. And what I like to do, when I do a color like this, I really like to follow, usually I do one side, whether I'm doing balayage, whatever. I always do like the one side, a color like this where I'm keeping track of multiple colors. I like to do that one, and then I like to come over and kind of follow what I had just done. And what's cool with a color like this, you don't need everything exact. You don't. You actually don't want it exact. But with this, like I'm going to show you. See, over here, it's coming just down to here. So that's why I like to come and kind of follow where I'm going. Like on this side. So you can see over here is where I put that foil. So I'm going to grab the hair from here. Like I did on the other side, and take that slice. Okay, and I'm going to bring that color right into here. You're going to have lots of foils in your hair. That is great. We actually should have brought in some pizza or something. Okay, so I go up to the root area. And again, I've got that, the missing pigment that was in there, I've got that mixed in to that color. Okay. Okay, so I come up just a little bit here. I'm gonna splice this. So you can see I've left one row in between. And this one is, you didn't hear that, did you?
No.
Okay. Okay, so this one's the different one. And you can kind of see I've got it up here into her part. Okay, and then I'm covering over. And the reason I'm leaving one in between, you guys, is because I want there to be some of that. Just because when we're adding these colors, I like to, oh, I can't talk. I'm trying to say it and I don't want to like tell her what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm kind of coming over the same part that I spliced that on this angle. I'm taking that section. Remember, I'm leaving a section in between. Some people, when they bring colors in, they want the look of a balayage, or they want, a ton of people love the different colors, like when it's curled you can see. This is one of the best, what would you call it, anyway, this is one of the best things you can do is splice it. That will really show the color off even more. You can weave it, but splicing really shows it off. Okay, and so I'm doing it this way, and you need to picture it falling. So where it's gonna fall, you kind of want to, that's where you're wanting to splice that color. Okay, now this one right behind, I'm actually going to add the bottom color into here, but I'm doing it very, more of a fine weave. So I'm not splicing this color that's back here. I'm not splicing that color. I'm weaving that color, but I'm weaving it very fine. So it's actually a lot of hair at once, if that makes sense. And this is nice if, say you have the blonde and you've had blonde for long time. This is a fun color because it's going to mix everything up. You won't have that line when it grows out. And my favorite part of what I'm doing to Brenna is it's gonna pop her eyes. It's gonna look so good. So good. Okay, I'm gonna turn around this way now. Sorry, I'm going all the way around. Poor Deanne's wondering what I'm doing. Okay, so again, I'm gonna weave this one, but remember I'm doing it really fine. Okay, and then the thing that I really want to talk to you guys too, especially where, you know, I'm coloring into her part and she pretty much parts there every time, is you, well, hang on, let me just do this one, then I'll show you guys. so you can see this part. You don't want like little lines there. So if you need to come down all the way, kind of color in between there. Okay, perfect. All right, now I'm gonna start with the color that I had on the first foil, okay? Leave a tiny bit in between there. And I'm going to splice this one, which will be good, Brenna, because I love this color. And what's fun, so I'm definitely changing it, totally changing it actually, but I told Brenna I would take it easy on her. I'm not gonna go like super crazy, but, and this probably will feel crazy to her, but this way she can see exactly what she's loving in the color, if that makes sense. And you know, next time we can add in more of this or more of that. And that's why I like to do it this way instead of, I can't say a different way, is because I want to gradually bring her into it, because this is going to be a big enough shot as it is. But I kind of want to gradually bring her into that. So that's why we are leaving a little bit in between. Okay, there's the splice there. I keep catching myself wanting to say certain things, and I'm catching myself.
You're doing really good.
Thanks. I'm like, hopefully this video isn't boring for him, because I can't say too much, but I'm trying to explain, but not.
I'll be surprised like me.
But not, yeah, see, that's fun. There you go. They're gonna be surprised too. That'll be great. You can just see what this craziness that I'm doing here will end up looking like when it's all done. Okay, now that second color that I had spliced in, that's going here. Your girls, okay, so Brenna, she is, like I said, my cousin. She has two cute little twins, and Gwen, she is just above her. So she's 4.5, Gwen is, and the cute little twins are 2, well, 2.5, I guess I should say. Anyway, and they are just so much fun. They are so cute. But long story short, she has her hands full. Right? So it feels good to be sitting in this chair, right?
Just have some like quiet adult conversation.
Exactly.
My hair played with.
Yes, that's, yeah, for sure, that's the best too. So same on this side, I'm doing that second color that I weaved in. Okay, and then the one color that I just am really excited about, I am ending with that color right here, which is the first splice I did down here. Okay, so I'm leaving a little bit here, a little bit here. Okay, and then I'm going to do this whole piece that color. And this color I actually kind of want to end up doing all all of her hair here in another month or two. So, and not cover all of it, but mostly. But like I said, I wanted to add some in so she can get used to it. And then we'll go from there. Okay, sweet. All right, so now you guys, there's a couple down here. And you see what I put on the bottom. So the next one, because that one is the other color I loved, we're doing that one down here, okay? But instead of splicing back here, I'm just gonna do a big weave. So you can see how it's kind of more chunky this way back here. Okay, so second color that I spliced from the beginning. This is the second color. Okay. Okay, and right here. Okay, now this section is going to be the very first one. Okay, sweet. And then if there's any type of, like when we're all done, if there's any places that you want different or whatever, you can obviously add, and I'll ask her too, if she wants to add more of this or more of that or whatever. But it's just fun to take something and it's like a canvas and you just paint. And you just think about what's where, and anyway, it's super, super fun. Okay, ta-da! Yahoo! Okay, so, okay, one last thing before you guys go. When you do put the foils forward, if some gets on their forehead or whatever, you can come back through here. Not even forehead, but down on that hair. Just so it blends, okay? We just want it to blend. Okay. Love it, because I just color my hands as I go. It's great. Okay, so that's so fun. All right, you guys, we're gonna let her process. Thank you so much for watching, and then you can see the haircut and then the end result. Thanks.